Hello everyone and welcome to Euro Truck Simulator 2, where I have got two very good pieces of news and one bad. The bad one is that this was meant to be a live stream, and unfortunately I've just spent hours and hours and hours outside working in the garden, getting stuff done, and now I'm too exhausted to do a live stream, so I'm just going to do a recording. It's a little bit easier because I can take a break if I need to. The two pieces of good information are, because we've been paying off the loan each day, we've got enough money available that we can borrow 90,000. That would give us 111,252, which is what we need to upgrade 101,000, sorry. Oh no. Have I just made a really bad mistake? I may have done. I think I have. Yes, I have. Oh no! This was a disaster! Ah, right. Well, at least we can get this one upgraded. And then we don't have the money to get a driver, but we may do by the end of this episode. We'll have to see. So there's our lovely garage. We can see it's now been upgraded and we can have 3 slots. So 2 additional drivers. Yeah, skip that. And we have 51,000. And what do we need to buy a truck? So go to the mod. The cheapest one is... Which one was that just now? It was the DAF. The cheapest one was the DAF. 54,000. Okay, so we only need 3,289. And this job we're about to do is going to pay us 4,747. So that will be enough for us at the end of this episode to actually get a truck for a driver. We can, however, hire a driver now already. So I need to go to the recruitment agency. Recruitment agency is not found. Yes, yeah, I know. Hire a driver. So what have we got? 1.7, 1.7. Yeah, they're in order of level. So, we look at the 1.7s. 2 ADRs, okay, 2 long distance and a fragile. 2 just-in-times and an eco. I think Carla. Carla is the way to go. And Carla, you're going to go to Hamburg. So, Carla doesn't have a truck. Oh, and I need a little bit more. It costs 500 to get that driver. Well, that's okay. We can still do it. Whoa, that was weird. Okay, now this is a really, really long job. So, it is. I'm going to have to do some time lapsing. As much as I always say that I don't want to, it's not going to be doable without time lapsing this job. And my head tracker is not on because I promised you that I would not be hungover today, and I'm not. But I'm exhausted. So I don't have the energy to be messing around with head tracking, which is why instead we're just going to get on with the job. Can't believe I made a mistake with the amount of money we had though. That is just such a disaster. We also need fuel. When we refuel, I will check my notes because I did actually total up how much money we've made from the full tank. How much income we've got and how much profit. I did do that calculation. So I will double check that when we do fill up. I think... Let me just have a look. We've got enough fuel for 154 kilometres. Okay. Where's our first fill station? It's by here. In an hour, which is 57 kilometres. Okay. That's fine. We will do that. And how long do we have until we need to rest? 6 hours. So we've got a fair bit of time actually. We can get some driving done through the night, and then when it gets to daytime, I'll probably do some time lapsing. Because we'll be driving until around 8 o'clock in the morning, yeah. We'll drive until around 8. And then we will continue. We'll have a rest and then we'll continue. So we'll put the high beams on. Hope everyone has had a good weekend though, and I do apologise that this live stream didn't happen. The one last time didn't happen because I drank too much the day before, and this one didn't happen because I just went and exhausted myself in the garden. I just had so much to do out there, to be honest. I had a load of old pots that I grew beans and potatoes in last year. Need to empty those out so that I could actually put the new potatoes in there, because I've got potatoes that I've been chitting and they are now ready to go. So I got 6 pots done. Planted out my onions yesterday and then had to start sprouting some new onions. It's just all go. It's all go in the Flanagan house. And do not tip the truck! Oh my goodness, how did we manage to survive that? And I didn't cause any damage. I can't believe we actually managed to keep upright. That was almost a disaster. And by the way, the only person who seemed to actually like the driving last time was Joel. I don't know why. Why did you like it, Obbies? It was awful driving. It was absolutely shocking. But he seemed to really like it for some reason. Now the one thing that is very important today is that I do not get any fines. Because if I get a fine, I will not have the money to buy the truck for the driver. And that won't be good. Because then we'll have to go on to next episode. Now of course there is a slight issue here as well, which is that I need to work out exactly how much fuel I can afford to put in. I can't afford to put in a full tank, otherwise I won't have the money. I also think we're going to end up making a loan repayment. And if we do, that will scupper my plans as well. Why is that guy parked there? Right, parking brake on. So, I need to buy this truck. I think we're not going to be able to buy the truck today. I'm so annoyed, but I think we're not going to be able to. So I need 54,543. And I have 50,752, so that's 3,800, 3791 is what I need. 3791, and I'm going to get 4747. So let's call it 3,800 and 4,700. I can afford to put 900 litres in, 900 euros. Now the problem is it obviously starts rocketing up at a certain point. So I think we're going to go with like that much, just that much. That way, I'm sure I've got a little bit of buffer. Not a massive amount. I'm just trying to do everything I can to actually get the truck. However, I've just seen that I've put 780 kilometers in the tank, and we've got 926 to go. That's not good either. What are we getting at the moment? I should reset that. Oops. There we go. So now we can keep an eye on how we're doing. Currently not doing very well in terms of fuel economy. Alright. Well, there's not much else to say. We should plan our rest stop. We've got 5 hours until we need to rest. So I will plan that in a moment. There we go. Now that we're clear of the junction. 5 hours and 11. That's 4 hours 10, so we can afford to get a little bit past there. There's a rest stop here. 4 hours and 39. There's another one. Here. Right, that'll be the one we go for. So 5 hours and 6 of driving. And I've got to try and be as economical as possible. Because I basically want to use the accelerator as little as possible. We were about to tip there. I felt it. Oh, this is going to be really, really tight. I think we're going to end up 100 or 200 euros short of what we need. That's my prediction. It will be slightly short of what's actually needed to complete the job. Okay, I'm just going to keep this screen open so that I can keep an eye on how our fuel economy is doing throughout the journey. I say that, but then I also need to keep an eye on this guy, on the speed. Ooh. Right, because we don't have a retarder. It was a pointless 50 zone, guys. Pointless. And the reason I'm not doing the full speed is actually because I'm a little bit nervous about tipping over again. How heavy is this load? 20 tons, it's quite big. The problem is I picked this job thinking we'd be doing a live stream, and then we didn't. So now, to do this in one episode is actually a really big challenge. I mean, we've been going for about 10 minutes, and the journey has still got 43 minutes left. Which is why I am going to have the time lapse as well. Because it's not going to be doable in one sitting. You guys would just get incredibly bored, I think. Come on, over the hill. That's taken our fuel economy right up. Down, I suppose. The economy goes down, but the kilometres, the litres per kilometre is what I meant. That's what was dropping. Was going up. But that's what I like to see. 0. Very good. 0 is great. Coast for as much as we can. Coasting is helpful. Oh, there's not much to see when you drive through the night. It can be a little bit boring. It can also be... What? Come on, there's no tractors on the road at 4:30 in the morning. Don't be ridiculous. Oh, my hands are so sore from being outside. I always used to use gloves when I was doing work with potting and stuff. And then I realised that it's just... 1, I don't need them. 2, it's just getting in the way. I was struggling to actually, grip seeds and make... you don't have the same... what's the word? Dexterity when you've got gloves on. So now I don't use gloves, which means my hands are just ripped to pieces by the soil. Yes, I do have delicate hands apparently. And the skin has also been dry for a few days, so that doesn't help. There you go. In case you wanted to know, that's all about Jack's hands. sometimes I just get lost in my own thoughts and start talking and realise that you guys do not care one bit about what is going on in that sense. At least, it is daybreak. We're starting to see a little bit of sunlight peeking through. You can see actually in the mirrors. See the sun starting to rise. Right, are we sticking with 70 or do we have to slow down? Because if we have to slow down, I would like to know in advance. Because I don't want to be braking. I think we've got to slow down. Oh, no, we can go through. Good. Because I don't want to be using my brakes. Come on. Now that was quite dangerous what I just did then, because, as I've already said, I don't want any speeding tickets. So, doing things like not braking does not really help with that. But at the same time, I managed to get myself a lot of extra kilometers. In fact, you can't see it because on the screen here it shows to the next waypoint, but I can see it on Truckee. I've got 790 kilometers to go, 685 kilometers left in the tank. We may be able to just about get there. Just about. And when we're close, I'll be able to look at this as well and see exactly how much I think we're going to need to be able to complete the journey. Yes, we're 100 kilometers delta between the journey and what we have in the tank. Obviously, I don't want to go right up to 0 because then we'll be stuck. But we're okay. We're doing alright at the moment. And I'll keep an eye on it during the journey and see if we do any better. We probably will when things like this happen, because this helps us. Our kilometers decrease, the trip kilometers, but we're not using fuel. So we catch up a little. And here is where I am nervous about tipping. So I've just reduced to 64. Of course I haven't really reduced to 64 because we're just freewheeling at the moment. I'm doing my utmost to be conservative with the fuel, not tip, not get any kind of fines. As I said, I think we could end up a couple of 100 kilometers short, so I'm doing my utmost for that to not happen. Come on. We are doing well. So, back up to 66 again. This is good. This is good so far. I'm actually quite glad that we don't have a retarder. This is when I get flashed by the police and get a big fine. Come on. We're doing very well. We've now actually got the deficit down to 73 kilometers between trip distance and fuel tank, which means I won't need to put much fuel in at all to actually be able to complete the journey. This is nice. This is some incredibly efficient driving. as much coasting as I can afford to do, basically. Having said that, we do still need to buy a retarder. This truck does need one at a certain point, just not yet. Right now, not having one is a blessing. So I will time-lapse, but not until we've actually made it to our first rest stop. I don't see the point yet. There's no added value in time-lapsing right now because we'll be pulling into a rest stop soon. Okay, and I can see that there is a left turn coming up, so I've just turned cruise control off altogether, which means complete freewheeling down to that left turn. And we can reduce speed, he says, while not actually reducing. So, from there, okay. Have I pulled out in the way? I have. So that just ruined all plans to save as much fuel as possible. Because coming to a complete standstill means I'm now burning through fuel trying to accelerate again. Really need that eco driving. Oh, in fact maybe we should start doing them, just because fuel is expensive. Right, so it's 50 through here. And that was me almost tipping over. Don't do that, don't tip. We are turning right, and there's traffic lights. So this is the kind of inevitable side of it. We're at 640 kilometers left of fuel and 684 kilometers left on the trip. So we're currently at a 44 kilometer deficit, but that is okay. If I go down to neutral, no. I was wondering if I went to neutral, would it reduce my litres per hour, but of course not, because the engine is still running. The engine is still active. Right. No need to accelerate. Well, we've got to accelerate a bit, but we don't have to accelerate much because I think those lights are probably going to change on us. Yeah, they are. Okay. Only 55 kilometers left. Oh, I've had my window open the whole time. Now it's going to be much quieter. If we have to make a loan repayment before I finish the journey, that's going to ruin everything. But I have no idea what time our loan repayments come out. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure we're going to have to make one though. Yeah, I'm almost certain we will. Oh, damn it. Making the loan repayment is going to mean we don't get the truck. Although, we should be able to get one next episode. That's the good thing. 2 lanes, you idiot. Why were you stopping? So how are we doing on time? 1 hour and 17 until we break, and we've got less than that to go. Oh wow, we just went to 140 litres per 100 kilometres. Of course, when you're accelerating, it does get very, very high. We're almost at the rest stop. I want to get to the rest stop because once we're there, we will be able to then do some time lapsing and get this job finished. Right, you know, once we've got there, done our rest, then we can time lapse. All of this trying to be careful with the fuel, and we're going to end up making a loan repayment which scuppers it all. That's like the most annoying thing in the world. It really is. Oh, I'm so annoyed at myself because this was all because I did my maths wrong. And I don't know how I managed to do that. We were 5k off what we actually needed. Oh, look at this. Almost 300 litres. You're letting me in, I'm already in. So don't go into the back of me. Yeah, don't worry about speeding. I'm nowhere near the speeding ability. You can tell. A, I'm not fully with it. B, I'm not happy. Not a happy bunny. Right, this is not our rest stop coming up. We've still got time until we get 2 hours. We've still got 665 kilometers left to go. But up here is a toll, so no need to accelerate anymore. We may as well just freewheel it down there. Now, does this one have a fast lane? No, it does not. So we'll go to this one behind what looks like a Lamborghini. We'll follow the Lamborghini. Come on, get rid of the message so I can pay the... There we go. Right, start to the toll road, yes. Come on. Raise the barrier, please. Thank you. You seem to always have to nudge forward a little bit to get him to actually start, which is quite stupid. Oh, almost there. And the daylight is here, which is nice to see. So because of the loan repayment, we will definitely not get the truck today. We have the driver, but we will have to get the truck next episode. That's annoying, but it's life as well. I can't do much about it. It's more annoying that we're going to have to make additional loan repayments. Because I took the loan out too early. If I had waited until I had this money plus another job, if I'd have done my maths correctly, then we wouldn't have an issue. And because I was stupid and couldn't add up two numbers, we now have to make additional loan payments, which actually could mean it's not next episode. That will be really bad, because then we'll have a driver sat there for 2 days, and we do pay them wages per day, I think. Is it wages per day? No, it's just wages per job, isn't it? They get pay per job and pay per kilometre, I think. So, despite the fact that we need fuel, I'm not going to fuel up yet. Or, I say that. And we may as well, because we know now that we're not going to finish the job today. So I may as well just completely refuel and then park up. Yeah, let's do that. Fill all the way up, which is going to cost us a fortune, of course. Keep going, keep going, keep going, almost there. There we go. Right, now let me just go to my notes, which I just flew past. Here we go. No, why aren't they showing? Now they're showing. So, last time we spent 2,628 on fuel, and we earned, since then, 16,141. So we made a profit of 13,513 from that fuel tank. That was not bad. Now, I know it doesn't sound like a lot, and that's because it's not. But at the same time, it matches with the jobs we're doing. Because we are doing jobs that are paying about 2,000 a job. So 13,000 is pretty good. So let's rest. And it's now 5:30. Yeah, there we go, we've made a loan instalment. As expected. And apparently our brakes are low, but we're going to continue anyway. So, now we've got 9 hours, which means, yes, we can do the whole job in those 9 hours. Let's get out. I've got to say, the pressure is now off. I feel that the pressure's off because I know that we're not going to have the money today to get the truck. So that's kind of a good thing. Right, now, let's head up here. I'm going to put my mirrors up. And yeah, now we're going to time lapse.
Gone over this 1,000 times before. Baby, it's now or never. Gotta leave this town, and I know what you're asking for. You say it's out of my reach, but I can't pretend no more. 'Cause for as long as lost outside of nowhere. A stormy rain tried to wash away the dream. Staff one, it says a worn out sign, and the diner's name is California Dreams. Hey, for as long as I remember, it's been stuck inside my mind. You can't ask me to surrender when reaching for the dream keeps me alive. For as long as I remember, it's been stuck inside my mind. You can't ask me to surrender when reaching for the dream keeps me alive. Keeps me alive. For as long as I remember.
Wow, that's not something you expect to see on the side of the road. We have almost made it. Currently 3 minutes out. 3 real-time minutes. 50 kilometers left though. And the drive wasn't that bad. If you were eagle-eyed enough, you would have spotted the crash that happened. Luckily it was in the lane next to me, so I was able to just sort of skirt around it. But yes, car driving into the back of a car with trailer. What? What did I just hit? Sorry, what? What did I just hit? I don't understand. Huh? How could I hit something? There's nothing here. Did that idiot try to drive... Did he drive into the back of me? I don't understand. How did I just get a fine and a massive amount of trailer damage? That's ridiculous. Now I'm gonna get... Does that happen to anyone else? Because I don't understand that. It looks like he was miles behind me, so how on earth did I even hit him? It makes no sense. Ah. That is the perfect way to end an episode like this, I suppose. An episode where things have not really gone to plan, and then somebody drives into the side of me. Just what you'd expect. And we're coming off. We're heading to Dortmund East, apparently. Or Dortmund Ost. So we are heading here. Oh, by the way, if there are any viewers who are Irish, congratulations for yesterday for winning the Grand Slam. That was a great tournament, and it was a well-deserved win and a well-deserved Grand Slam, to be honest. You played the best. Can't argue with that at all. Wales did not play well at all. But I was much happier yesterday with their performance than I was in the previous games. Come on guys, you don't need to stop completely. Yeah, they played far, far better yesterday than in the other games. So that's always good. I hear noises going on in my house, and there's nobody here apart from me and the cats. So that worries me about what the cats are doing. What, engine malfunction? Brilliant. Just what I needed. We now need to go and get ourselves prepared, because I can't continue with engine malfunctions. This is ridiculous. Not happy. Not happy. The title of this episode I've now decided is going to be called Bad Luck Episode. Or Bad Luck Day. Something along those lines. Because that is exactly what this has been. It's been a day riddled with bad luck. At least we're almost there. Oh, and here we go. Red light, of course. What else would you expect on a bad luck episode? Shocking. Shocking! At least we're almost there. We're 0 kilometers away. 0 real-time minutes. 2 minutes game time. Basically, we're there. And there's not even anything to unlock in Dortmund, so we don't even get something interesting at the end of the episode. I'm going to swing out a little. I'll be in before that guy needs me to be. Right, now, where shall we go? Where do you need it? You need it here. Let's get that window down. Put those hazards on as well. Okie dokie. We're looking good so far. Maybe this will be the only thing in the episode that does go to plan. Yeah, we're clear of that trailer by the looks of it. Oops. We were. Oh, actually we've got quite a bit of clearance. It just looks... it looks closer than it is in the mirrors. But there we go. We are not straight, but the trailer is in. So, get that delivered. Yeah, good work on this one, because we got damage. Oh man, €1,000. Okay, well, that's going to be it, because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get the truck repaired, and then I'm going to sleep. So, I will see you next episode, when hopefully things will not go as badly. Thank you everyone for watching though, and have a wonderful evening. Bye bye!